The whole concept of unbaptized children in hell really comes from the kind of medieval belief system that children who die before they're baptized, they'll spend eternity in limbo, which is the first circle of hell, and it's kind of the perpetual waiting room of eternity.
The design itself, early on, we had a pretty small team, and we contracted with Wayne Barlow.
One of Wayne's great contributions to the whole character design was bringing in the umbilical cord and the placenta, and it was just super creepy, and then just, you know, very, very Wayne Barlow.
And then someone came up with, how about we sever the arms and the bone goes into a blade?
And they attack you as this large pack.
Suddenly when the babies were cooing and giggling as they were chasing, and then when you started hacking at them with your scythe and they started crying like babies do, it became much more real and much more disturbing, and wow, I'm attacking babies.
The introduction of the baby was important to me. When you walk in that room in limbo and you see the baby for the first time, I really wanted that to be believable as a baby, sort of like a toddler look to it. And anybody that's got kids knows that there's just a very unique way that they walk. And I just didn't think hand animating that, as good animators as we have, was gonna do it. And I really wanted to motion capture a toddler to just get that walk.
When Jordan first approached me about using Mario in a game, he was just really thinking out loud. And we started to talk about it very casually, not even knowing if it was actually gonna be a possibility. It was just an idea.
JK brought in his son to play one of the roles. It's an unbaptized baby. Typically, we don't capture a ton of infants or young children, so it is a challenge in itself.
It took like an hour for the crew to put all those marks on him. He was so patient. I was such a proud mama.
To have an 18-month-old baby on the set, dressed up in the mocap suit, was just such a treat for everybody. It's just not something anybody on the set had ever really seen before or done before. So it was a treat, and it just made that day kind of a little more fun than any other day. I just thought it was actually kind of the different thing that you do with your family instead of just a typical stroll in the mall or outing at the park. I thought that's pretty awesome. Only thing as a mom was for me to make sure that he will not touch the hundreds and thousands of cameras all around him. And you know, that was pretty stressful, but fun and surreal.
It worked out really, really well today, and I think everybody was kind of happy about that because they didn't know what to expect. So we may actually have an actor on our hands. I think the bug might have caught him, you know?
I saw a fire that overcame a half world of darkness.
That's a card.
It's a weird idea that babies would be in hell, and so our babies are definitely pretty upset about their fate, and they're going to attack the player. They're mad, and they're going to swarm him, and it'll get pretty crazy. But in that first moment when they kind of climb out and they start walking toward Dante, I definitely want people to be a little bit confused about whether they're supposed to attack or wait and see, or just sort of think about how they feel about it.